My name is but they call me Son. Yeah, 751. Actually, it's 752. And tonight, Power Monday, do what we got to do. And I'm coming through, and we're going to make sure that it's true, and it's coming through for me and you. And tonight, we talk about who think they better. Sometimes people think they better. They don't even have a reason, but they coming through and they acting like they treason. Yeah, come back. Come back. Yeah, we're going to do this thing. Keep it intact. My name is Sun 7. You know what time it is. You know how it go, and you know how the rhyme it gets. Yo, man, we talking about you think you better than me. You think that you better than me. You know what? In a game or a situation where it's just friendly competition, there's nothing wrong with thinking that you are better than somebody. There's nothing wrong with somebody thinking that they're better than you. But the problem comes is when they really try to think that somebody is dumb and the person that they think is stupid is you, and you trying to come through and trying to prove you know what to do. And you know, it's really bad when somebody thinks that they're better than you just because of who they are. See, my people, you know, the people with this kind of skin, we've had to deal with that kind of thing probably from the beginning of time, and a lot of us really resent it. But just like any trial or tribulation that goes on in your life, you have to learn how to roll with the punches. You have to learn how to get a little bit better, how to thicken up your skin a little bit, and try to find out what's the origin is. Now, it can kind of be expected when somebody who doesn't know you and may not have any reason to respect you outright, when they think that they're better than you. Like, it could be with sports or, you know, looks or, you know, some type of competitive thing, games, something where it will pay to be better than somebody else. But when somebody thinks that they are inherently better than you without doing anything, they just think that they're better than you, period. That's when you can really drive a wedge between you and somebody else socially, because you can really start to resent that. Like, wait a minute, wait. It was all good when we was playing around, talking about who's better than who and all of this kind of stuff, or you giving me that kind of energy. But, you know, when somebody really does think that they're better than you, like straight up and down better than you, because of their family status, their neighborhood status, their social status, complexion status, that's something that me and my people have to deal with. Things like that. That's when it gets a little different. And it can get even differenter. Yeah, that's right. We using words like that tonight. It can get even differenter when somebody thinks that they're better than you just because they are. You know, like, when you are actually close to the person who thinks that they're better than you, and they treat you like they think that they're better than you, yeah, it can get a little dicey. It can get a little crazy. I've dealt with this. You may have dealt with it. A lot of people have to deal with this phenomenon, thinking that somebody's better than them. And you know, when you complain or when you verbalize to some people that you think or you know that somebody thinks that they're better than you, sometimes they will look at you sideways. Like, who are you to be so much better than? And that's what can make the situation even more dicier. That's what can make the situation even a little bit more confusing. And it may be one of those things where it might make you keep that to yourself. I'm gonna just keep that under my hat, you know. But I know that the way that a person acts, they think that they're better than me. And it shows. It might show through their arrogance. It might show through their conceit. It might show through their disrespect. It might show in a variety of ways. None of those ways that you're going to agree with or that you're going to like. So that's what we're talking about tonight. It's the DG Daily Go Getimism Show. Y'all rocking tonight with the best. And my name is yeah. You might not think that I'm the best, but I think I am. And I don't have to compete against nobody. I ain't running scams. I say, damn, yeah, it's like this. It's like that. We gonna do this thing. Try to make stacks of money pile off the table, actually from the floor all the way to the ceiling. I'm gonna let you know how I'm feeling. And I'm feeling like a real man should. And I do it every day and it comes off a certain way. So maybe some people think that I'm better than others, but I like to build with my brothers. And I will. The skills that I display is like, hey, we gonna get it popping today. So that's what we here. That's what we're here for today. What's going on? Raj Winder. What's good? What's good? And T Carry Right, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. What's going on, ma? Okay. So we good? We good? So yeah, that's what we're talking about tonight on this Power Monday. Power Monday starting to, listen, a lot of people hate Mondays. I don't hate them. I don't. Mondays are when you start new jobs. That's when you start new lives. That's when you start a new regimen. That's when, you get off the ground. Like, yeah, this Monday, I'm going to get it popping. So Monday is when kings and queens are born. Yeah, that's when we take the throne, But yeah, and talking about this whole thing, you think that you're better than me. How many times have you been in a situation where somebody thought that they were better than you and they kind of let it show? Some people might have even said it, like, I'm better than you. Now, hopefully, nobody that would be that outright disrespectful. Hopefully, nobody that's close to you would disregard your person that way. But it might happen. And it has happened with some people. Sometimes the more comfortable that people get around you, the more that they feel like they can express certain things that might not be respectful or might not be a good idea. You might know what I'm talking about. We good? We good? The audio coming through, y'all? Is the audio coming through? Because I'm seeing some, you know what? I can find out for a fact. Let me get in the chat myself. And guess what? The good news is, after a good little hiatus, our number is back. So you can call into the show tonight. I don't know if it's going to be necessary, but we can call into the show tonight. All right, we good. The audio is good. Our number is back. Actually, it's pretty good. We good. Let me go ahead and pin the number. Since Blog Talk wants to start off the week in good standing. Who knows how long this is going to last, but while supplies last, we're going to make it happen. Make it last forever. Don't let our love in. All right, so we got the call-in number here. I'm going to go ahead and pin that number. So however it goes, wherever it goes, we'll be able to be in good touch with each other. So yeah, you think you're better than me. To outright tell somebody that you're better than them, and I mean to tell them that you're better than them overall, like without doing anything. This doesn't have anything to do with sports, competition, education, looks, anything. Like, I'm just straight up better than you. And some cultures think that they're better than other cultures. Unfortunately, a lot of European cultures have felt like they have been better than darker cultures or cultures from other parts of the world that weren't European. Europeans have even been prejudiced against their own Europeans. Like, Western Europeans have sometimes had a thing against Eastern Europeans. And I always wondered, was it because some of the Eastern Europeans are a little bit darker and they're a little bit more, well, their culture is a little bit different. You get differences between the West and the East. It goes the way it goes. Zachary Nierva, I ain't got no hoes. You ain't got no hoes? Oh man, we gotta see what we can do. Get this man some hoes. You know what I mean? We gotta get this man some hoes. Let me try to summon some hoes for you. Hoes, hoes, hoes. Zach, we need some hoes, hoes, hoes. And he buy him some clothes, clothes, clothes. We need to get Zachary some hoes, hoes, hoes. Yo, the whole guys, I need you to smile on my man Zach. Yeah, bring him a hose back. Yo, put him under attack. Yo, put attack in his chair. Yo, bring my hose right here. Put the attack in his chair so when they sit down, they will spring up and give up the ass. Yup. And that's how we gonna do it tonight. Yo, Zach, we gonna get you some hose. We going to do it right, baby. And we gonna make sure the hose don't burn you. We gonna make sure they study and learn you. And everything is gonna be okay. Yo, bring them hose right over this way. I got you, Zach. Yo, we holding it down for the people that's coming through. You know that we always hold it down. That's what we do. And it's never a problem that we can't solve them. You come through, yeah. We gonna revolve around them. We revolve around the sun. I revolve around the sun. Just like the earth. But yo, for what it's worth, I gotta take care of my peoples when they come by. And if you don't think that I'm gonna do it, well, that's a lie. And I'm gonna try to do the best that I can. But you think that you're better than me? Come on, man. Come on, son. Outside. What we doing? What we doing? E-begging police. Damn, where y'all be coming up with these names? E-begging police says, heard you been sniffing toilet seats in men's room again. Yeah, again. Well, that would never happen, friend. You on the wrong channel, but you gonna still win. You gonna win as soon as you stop playing, because that's the only way you gonna rack up the score, because we ain't down with that shit. You sound like a whore. Now, we got hoes from my man Zach, but you on some other shit, so you gotta get back. Get the back of the line. This ain't what you want to find. We gonna do this shit because we got the time. Yeah, this time is mine, and I do it to death, and I'm gonna do it for another 2 hours when there's no breath. All right, that Mama Latina, thanks for coming back through, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, without a doubt. And Stinson says, I'm voting for the white guy. Oh, all right. Vote for the white guy. I don't, what you eat don't make me shit. What you eat don't make me shit. But I just need y'all to do me one little favor. This itsy bitsy teeny weeny favor. Just hit the like button when y'all come through, because sometimes you come in, you listen to the content, see if it's worth sticking around. It's late. I'm on the East Coast. It's 2:13 in the morning, so you might come through, on your way to bed or something. Like, I don't know if I really would feel like listening to this shit. Let me see what he's talking about. And then you get into the show and you forget to hit the like button. So I just need you to hit the like button. I don't need you to do nothing else. I'm not going to sell you nothing. I'm not going to ask you for nothing. All I need you to do is hit the like button. Like button. Smash it. Hit it. Bang it. Elbow that motherfucker. All right. So tonight, we are talking about you think that you're better than me, or they think that they're better than me. Have you ever been in a situation where you were close to somebody and you knew that they thought that they were better than you? Like straight up and down. They just felt like, in comparison to you, that they stack higher, no matter what the category is. They might not be as smart as you are, but they think they are. They might not be as blessed as you are, but they believe that they are. They believe that they have a head start way ahead of you, and you will never catch up no matter what. And when you're dealing with somebody like that, who you're actually friends with, or who might be in your family, it can sour your relationship and the way that you feel about those things overall. A lot of people nowadays really, and I hate to see this. I hate to see this, and I hate that this is a real situation, but a lot of people really don't have love for their families. Shit happens. It goes down, and you know how it is. You know how it is when something happens when you're growing up due to a family member, a rogue family member, and you may never get that good feeling back for your family ever again. It happens, and I hope it hasn't happened to you, but it happens enough to whereas we can make an example out of it. What's up, Chorizo? Chorizo, yellow polka dot bikinis. Got nothing. Seca Sala. Thanks for coming back through. He says, a chick told me I'm not her level. I'm not on her level because I went to community college and she went to a private university. Now she has 2 baby daddies and gained mad weight. Well, well, well. Isn't that a familiar story? So let me get this straight. She tried to shit on you because you were going to a community college, as if there's anything wrong with going to a community college. Like, no matter what school you go to, you're going to improve your situation. You're going there to improve your educational situation, your cultural situation, and eventually your financial situation. So how can that be a bad thing? But I remember when I was in school, a lot of people did school comparisons. So yeah, that's a good example. But for a woman to think that she's better than you, or that you're not on her level, or that you're beneath her because you don't go to the kind of school that she went to, yeah. You know, I had a similar situation, similar but not the same, because I have no proof that she looked down on me. It could have been my own insecurity. I went to Penn State and I was dating this African chick that went to University of Penn. Now, if you don't go to school, you think University of Penn and Penn State are the same thing. No. Penn State is a state school known for their football team. We are Penn State, you know, all that shit, the Nittany Lions. And University of Penn is a Ivy League school, you know, Wharton Business School, equivalent to Harvard and Yale and Columbia, and you know that ilk. So, you know, I mean, we was kicking it. I think I was only like 19 years old at the time, and you know, it goes the way it goes. But she was all right. I don't think that she thought she didn't act. She didn't act like that. I mean, and to be honest with you, I would have been surprised if she really act like that, because she wasn't really. Let me just put it this way. At 19 years old, if you ain't have like big, giant, juicy titties, I wouldn't look your way. And she definitely didn't have big, giant, juicy titties. I was kind of shallow when it came to female looks when I was younger, especially as a teenager. Like I didn't play. If you ain't have like big, giant, juicy titties, I wasn't. And she didn't. She didn't even have a fat ass. I was like, you gotta have one out of the two. She was cute. She was cute, but not, you know, she wasn't. Yeah. Anyway. She was smart as a whip, though. That motherfucker was bright. She was smart as shit. Okay. Maria Rios. What's going on, Maria? And Kerman 559 Sanchez. What's good? He said, I'd rather be a ghost to y'all. I don't know what you're talking about. Government says, God damn, that the man saved money going to a community college. Shit. Ain't nothing wrong with going to no community college. Okay, what nobody say. There's nothing wrong. I don't care if you're going to a two-year college. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're going to a business school or a trade school or whatever, because now trade schools employ a liberal education with electives. So all schools turn into universities now, and learning is learning. I mean, if you have good teachers and you have a good student body, I mean, what more can you ask for? As schools start to make more money, they eventually improve themselves. The money got to get made first. The money gets made first, and then they improve their status. Yeah. So good looking out for you. No doubt. All right. Kermit 559 Sanchez Says, I graduated with honors and a 4.0, but because of my dark skin, I never got a job. Stop lying. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Slow down, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where you from, but we not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't calling you a liar or nothing like that, but this ain't the Jim Crow days. You know what I mean? You graduate with a 4.0. First of all, you probably already had a job while you was in school. But you can definitely get a job. Now, I don't know what field or what field of study that you took up in school, but if you graduated with a 4.0, somebody is referring you to somebody somewhere doing something. Okay. Second. Curry says, them ladies are all I ever got. Hey. Government says I went to a community college first. I saved money and figured out what I wanted to do. I think that's smart. See, when I was in school, so I'm 54 years old. So when I was in school, we talking about from 1988, but they used to really push that college was meant for learning. It just taught you how to learn. It taught you how to think. And that way you could get any kind of job that you wanted, regardless of whether you went to school for it or not. Now everything, because the prices are so high, the tuition costs are so astronomical. Now it has to be about how much money you're going to make when you get out of school. It wasn't about that when I was going to school. Of course, everybody wanted to make money, but if you're going to school for secondary education, which means that you're going to be a school teacher, how much money do you expect to make? Maybe you'll become a principal of a school and make six figures, but other than that, you know how it is. You know what you're getting into. You know what it is that you're getting into. So I knew people who went to school for secondary education. They wanted to see the youth. They wanted to teach. They wanted to teach. And that's what they did. Last I looked, students still go to school to learn how to teach. So not everybody is in it for just the money. Not that there's anything wrong with being in it for just the money. It's just sad that the focus is so much on the cost of tuition that you have people who went to college saying, I shouldn't have went because, now I can't pay back my loans, which is crazy. It's crazy for me to hear somebody who went to college and graduated say that. I can see if you went to school, took out a bunch of loans, dropped out or got kicked out, and now you got to pay all that money back. I can see you feeling that way. But if you actually got your degree, you should be learning how to go out there and make some money in some kind of way. No? Is it just me? Am I tripping? I don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to see. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752. And we are talking about you think that you're better than me. Have you ever been in a situation where you knew or felt like somebody thought that they were better than you? They may have acted conceited with it. They may have acted disrespectful with it. They may have acted, what's the word I'm looking for? Arrogant with it. They may have been very, very off-putting and not very friendly with the way that you could tell that they felt about you compared to them. And some people really do the sizing up game. Like, yeah, it's important for you to be better. It's important for them to be better than you and anybody else that they can find. Some people only choose the people that they talk to or that they hang around or that they're friends with based on that little silent competition that isn't always so silent. Let's get dressed. Let's do something, man. For those of you who are new to this channel, this is what we do. We wear a uniform. I wear a uniform. You wear a uniform, and it's time to put it on. It's time to put it on. So this necklace, this is a sun necklace, and I don't know if y'all can see it up front, but you see that's a sun right there. Pearl. That's a sun. What we're going to do is we're gonna put on our struggle beads. These are called struggle beads, and they're really made of cow bones. Cow bone struggle beads, baby. So I put mine on. You can see the textures. It's pretty cool, actually. And yes, they are heavy around the neck. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you choose which one you're gonna wear. Yes, you're gonna wear the cow bone. So y'all can choose, and I need y'all to hurry up. And that means this part of the show often takes way longer than it should. So I need 3 votes for one of these 3 necklaces, all cow bones. So y'all want to wear the one on the left? Pretty nice. Or the one in the middle? Good. Or the one on the right? Which one do you like tonight? The one on the left? Or the one in the middle? We got one for left. Okay, good. This is the one in the middle. And this is the one on the right. All right, so we got one for the left and one for the right. All right, come on. All right, so this is one. We gotta hurry up. All right, this is the one on the right. This is the one in the middle. Hurry up, y'all. We need these votes. The one in the middle. Or the one on the left. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Andy, Cipriano, Andres, what state? You know, I'm from Philly. I'm from Philly all day, every day. Which one y'all want to wear? The one on the right? The one in the middle? Or the one on the left? Which one? We got one vote. We got one vote for right. Wait. Oh, we got 2 for right. Okay, we got 2 for right. We just need one more for right. Okay. All right. All right, so we got 2 for the right. We only need one more vote. But y'all still got a chance. All right, Cheryl Halsey says the one in the middle. All right, so we got one for the middle, one for the left, and 2 for the right. Is that right? Yeah. All right, come on, let's go. All right, this is the one on the left. This is the one in the middle. And this is the one on the right. Come on, y'all, hurry up. The right wins. Hold on. Let me make sure you didn't. Nah, you voted twice. You voted. Wait. Tony Amato, first you said the left. Now you said the right wins. All right, what we got? We got Seca. All right, wait a minute. I thought we had 2 for the right. Yeah, we had 2 for the right, but we only got 2. We need 3. We need 3. Y'all sent from. Listen, man, we about to just do the one on the right because y'all take it too long. All right, we gonna do the one on the right. All right. Stick your neck out. No diddy. Stick your neck out. All right, here we go. Yeah, there you go. All right, let me give y'all the ocular proof. Show y'all how y'all looking. And by the way, you're looking good out there. All right. Let's see. All right, see that? Look at that. Take a screenshot and show them what you got. Or take a screenshot. Y'all know you like it a lot. Take a screenshot. Let them see you go. I say take a screenshot. Yeah, your show. Yeah, ladies, you're looking good, looking pretty, looking beautiful, looking lovely, looking sweet, looking sexy. Brothers, you're looking handsome. You're looking suave. You're looking debonair. You're looking smooth. You got all your soft stuff. Looking good. Real good. Yeah, I said, everybody looking good, man. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking real, real good out there. It's like a party, baby. It's like a party. Y'all looking good as Saturday night. Y'all looking good as Saturday night. All right, let's get it popping. This is the Daily Go-Getterism Show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off last lane, no coasting. All right, so we're talking about you think that you're better than me. Have you ever been in a situation where you knew that somebody felt like they were better than you and they let it show? See, it's one thing. That's one thing to perceive that somebody thinks that they're better than you, because you may be right about it and you may not be right about it. But when somebody outright shows you or gives you that strong energy that they think that they're better than you, and sometimes you have to sit back and wonder, like, why? Unfortunately, very, very unfortunately, in the black community, the American black community, and actually the black community in other places too, but we just gonna do this American thing. There's a lot of separation amongst my people. There just is. And we practice separation. You know, I mean, we practice separation at all levels. So we separate on basis of skin color, skin tone, like light skin, dark skin. We separate because of money, neighborhood, family, good hair, bad hair, crazy shit. And it's real shit. I mean, if I could escape all of the divisions, I would, but I grew up with it. I'm used to it. And so there may be some light-skinned people who think that they're better than brown-skinned people or dark-skinned people simply because of their complexion. Simply because of their complexion. And it used to be a lot of that when I was growing up. It's not exactly like it used to be anymore. I don't know, somewhere along the line of my 54 years, light skin took a hit. They're not out of the game, but they took a hit. It took a little bit of a cultural hit. Now, I don't play that shit. Black is black to me. I don't have time for any unworthwhile divisions. The only way I'll separate myself from somebody is if I don't think that they're a good person, or if I know that they're dangerous, or if I know that they're slimy, grimy, bad news. Other than that, I try to give everybody a chance, and I expect to have a good chance with anybody that I meet. Does it always work out that way? No. But there can be times when you have a friend, associate, somebody that you're close to, who may really feel like in their heart of hearts that they are better than you. And they may let it show sometimes. And you might blow it off like, oh, that's just the way they are. But sometimes a situation might arise where it really, really presses the issue and you can't escape it. You can't act like it's not there, right there in your face. For example, let's say two dudes, you and your mans in them, y'all going out there to try to cruise chicks. Y'all trying to pick up a little something. Y'all going to where the hoes at. You trying to pick off one. And you and your man have your eyes on the same girl. And he thinks that either he's definitely going to get her over you, or he thinks that you should let him step to her first or get with her first because he doesn't feel like you should have a chance anyway. So you let him pick all of the good fruit and you just take whatever's left. Hopefully it's not dented. Hopefully it's not cut. Hopefully it's not bruised. Hopefully it's not stale. Hopefully it's not nasty. You understand what I'm saying? So shit like that. Shit like that, man. What's going on, Dallas? How you feeling? Kermit says, LOL. Then she comes, LOL. But then she comes and sits down next to me anyway. It happens, but he may not feel like it should happen for you. So let's say she does come and sit next to you. Now he over there hating, trying to act like he's not hating, but he is hating. And you know why he's hating? Because he thinks he's better than you. He don't think that you should ever get the pick of the litter. He doesn't feel like you should ever have anything better than he does. At the same time, he's supposed to be your friend. And you know, some people are like that. They cool with you as long as they get to hand feed you, as long as they get to spoon feed you. They don't want you to eat with your own hands. They don't want you to be able to hunt and go out and get your own food. As long as they are the ones putting the food in your mouth, they can determine whether you eat today or you starve today. But they may feel that way because they think that they're better than you. Can you prove it? Maybe not. But how do you need to prove it? That's the question. Do you need to prove that somebody is offensive to you? All you got to do is feel it. And more than likely, 9 times out of 10, the feeling that you have is going to have some kind of validity. 9 times out of 10. Let me make sure everybody gets acknowledged in here. Tony Amato, John Anglin Music. What up? My people's Andy Cipriano Andres. Oh, you said, man, send me a Philly cheesesteak, sir. Well, you don't want a cheesesteak after it's had to travel for a while. You want that thing fresh. Trust me on that. You know what I mean? You want that thing fresh. But if you ever come this way, we might be able to hook up a little something. I could definitely steer you in the right direction. Cheryl Horsey, Yawson Frimpong. That's a name. You said you want to buy. What you want to buy? What you want to buy? Kermit says, those ain't cow bones. They are cow bones. Yes, they are cow bones. They the cow bones, baby. They the cow bones, baby. Cow moo, moo, moo. That's a cow bone, and it's a cowbell. And that's a cow bone, and it's a cowbell. That's just a cow bone, and that's a cowbell. A cow bone, cowbell, cow bone, cowbell. We good. We good. We good. We good. Everything good. Everything good. Let's make it better. Let's turn up. Let's turn up. Let's turn up. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me. That's all I need you to do. I'm not selling y'all nothing. I ain't asking y'all for nothing. Yeah, I mean, I won't be begging. Just hit the like button. It helps the channel out more than you know. I appreciate it. All right. Okay. John Anglin says, look good. Yeah, y'all do. It's a good look. It's a good look. Quentin Cartwright says, Mr. Cowbones, peace and blessing. Word up. Peace to you. Peace to you and all of yours. Okay, Kermit says, but when someone has to mess with your car instead of you. But when someone has to mess with your car instead of you. Okay. And Moki Valera says, you keep popping on my feed. I don't know what that's about. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, and I hope you want to be here. You can always hit the like button, and you could share the show, and you can subscribe to the channel. We put in work over here. I try to make it worth your while. I promise. Okay. Kermit says, some people don't care. They really show that jealousy. That's a fact. And they'll show jealousy and actually request to be excused for that. Like, everybody's a little jealous sometimes. Like, I don't give a Jealousy is the most destructive emotion that a person can have. Because jealousy means that they want whatever they want and they don't want you to have anything. That's the problem with it. It'd be okay if it was like, yeah, well, you got a car, you got a nice car, I want a nice car too. That's not the way jealousy works. Jealousy works like this. You got a nice car, I want a better car, and then I don't want you to have a car. You ride in my car. Only when I say so. I don't want you to have a car. Because I'm better than you. And that's the way jealousy works. It's not a good look. And it's hard not to feel that energy. It's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. Thank y'all for coming through, man. Appreciate you. Dallas says, I didn't register to vote. We done. I don't know. Had to come here. Just got done arguing with someone because he liked Tupac, yet hates Diddy. Interesting. That's an interesting argument. What was the... If you care to, I want you to elaborate a little bit more on that argument. If you want, you can call into the show, 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. 319-527-6199, baby. Call 319-527-6199. Press number 1 or not. And that will let me know that you would like to speak. And then I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone number. You can rock on to do the damn, do the damn thing. Daily Go Getimism Show. We get the sign in the back says the hood is our health, because that's actually our slogan. I haven't pushed it in a while, but we've been doing this thing for a long time. And I always said the hood was our health because we live in the hood, whether you live in the hood or whether you live in the neighborhood, wherever you are, you need to be healthy. And you can't be healthy without being comfortable, without being safe. So we look for situations where we can get comfortable, and we can only get comfortable in situations where we're safe. I see that we have a caller on the line. Caller with the last number 7451. I'm going to finish reading these comments, and then I'm going to pick you right on up. So I'll be right with you. Okay. So Tony Amato says, instead of both of you losing out, one of you act like the creepy guy, and the other guy comes and saves her and gets the action for the night. The next weekend, the other guy returns the favor. Yeah, it would be nice if it went that way, but how come y'all can't just go out and instead of having to put on this whole comedic act, why not, y'all just go out as 2 dudes who have y'all shit together, and talk to the girls and pick the ones that you like and the ones that like you, and everything will be all right. From what I know, you don't have to do a whole lot to get. With how a lot of these men are out here, you don't have to do a lot. Just make sure that you don't seem creepy or slimy or like you too thirsty. Talk to her, ask her what she like to do, where does she like to go, what floats her boat, what are the things that she thinks about when nobody else is around. What excites her? What scares her? What are her concerns? Instead of asking things like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Fuck all of that. Those cookie cutter stock questions. Nah, ask her something like, well, in your future, how would you like to see yourself? Like, will you look like yourself now as you grow into old age, or as you go into a senior, senior living, whatever. Like, be creative. You don't do what everybody else do. Dallas says, I know you agree Tupac wasn't a thug. Yeah, he wasn't. He definitely wasn't a thug. I think he was loyal to a fault. And he was very immature, but hey, whatever. Jonah says, I'm better than you. All right, good. I'm glad you feel that way. Wait, who's that? Cejin Dallas? Interesting. My man, Troy McNeil. Troy Mack is all up in the house. What's going on, my brother? My brother from another mother, Troy McNeil. Yeah, coming on through. Tell me how you feel. And Dallas says, he said all Pac did was touch the butt. I can't even speak on that. What are you talking about with the one he went to jail for? That ain't what she said in court. Kermit says this channel is always dope. I appreciate you saying that. Andrew Jackson says, why do black people threaten me when I walk by them? Because you're not black enough. I don't know. All right. So as I was saying, we have a caller on the line. Caller with the last number 7451. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. Thank you for holding. What's on your mind tonight?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was just calling in because I'm acting your show. It's a good show, and I just wanted to talk, see how it's going.
That's what's up.
Pretty much give a good vibe, out here.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Do you know what we're talking about tonight?
I'm not too sure, but if you want to give it another run, I'll be down to listen real quick. Just a little quick summary real quick.
Okay. So we're talking about when somebody thinks that they're better than you. And they may, like it's normal in a competition for somebody to think that they're better than you. Like, let's say if you're in track and field and somebody can run faster than you, then yeah, they are better than you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're gonna obviously have this mentality like, oh yeah, I'm better than this guy. I could do better than him always. And
right.
Yeah, I see where you're coming. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's different when somebody thinks that they're better than you as a person, and they don't even have to do anything. They just think that they're better than you because they just think that you come from a low life situation, or they just think that they were blessed and highly more favored than you are. And it's that's not a good look.
Like a person that's more wealthy than a person that's less wealthy. Like,
exactly.
Like exactly how you said right now. They don't got to do anything. They just think that automatically they're better than them, or stuff like that, right? Yeah.
And sometimes it's the people that are close to you. Sometimes it might be somebody that's close to you who feels that way.
About that, I have like 2 families like that. And like they got like a nice house. Don't get me wrong. Like I live in an apartment, but it don't give you the right to make me feel bad or make me feel bad on myself because I live in an apartment and you live in a foreign house. It'll give you the right to think you're better than me because you live in a house and I don't,
Yeah. Because you never know. I've always been taught that you should always treat people decent because you never know where you're going to go in life. You know what I mean? You don't know who somebody else knows. They might be able to create opportunities for you at some point, or take opportunities away from you. So it's always good to treat people decently, but not everybody lives by that premise. I was a stand-up comedian for years. And
oh shit. Okay.
And because of the nature of the game, all comedians want to be funnier. All comedians want to be funnier than the other guys. It's a solo sport. Nobody can help you out there.
So I was like, oh shit, my bad to cut you off. But it was like a competition to see who could be the most funniest, and then so that way they could not look for it, but try to I'm funnier, funnier than you, type shit, right?
Sometimes it was an open competition,
like that, right? I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
No, I know what you're saying. Sometimes it was an open competition, and sometimes it was a little underlying, competition. But yes. We all wanted to be the best. Sometimes it took sometimes it went too far. Sometimes it went too far.
It's like all you guys think you guys are the best, but it's always going to be that one person that thinks he's better than everyone, right?
There were some comedians that if they could, they would have taken all the laughs with them, and nobody else would have gotten any laughs. And like literally, and I've seen situations where they would try to make that happen. So it got ugly. Now that's one thing. That's because it's a competitive. It's not a sport, but it's a competitive area. It's a competitive situation. But when it gets to the point where not only do they think that they're funnier than you, but they think that because they're funnier than you, that they're going to get
better than you.
Not just better, but they're going to get all of the girls. They're going to get all of the promoters. They're going to get all of the shows. You're not going to get booked for any of them. You understand what I mean? Like they took it that way. And
no. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, okay, that shit makes my hella more sense. Okay,
yeah.
Holy shit.
So it got ugly
sponsors,
sometimes.
They're gonna get the people that are calling them like, oh, I want to do a comedian show.
Right.
You're talking like that, right? Like,
yep.
They're gonna get all that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it got ugly sometimes, and it was hard to like some people because of that, because they stuck to that. Especially, let's say a situation where you may have been a newer comedian and they had been doing this for years. So they sort of tried to haze you a little bit, things like that. So,
like you're not good enough, or do this better, or like, you should probably just quit. Like you think they tell that? Like
I've heard it said. I've heard comedians tell other comedians that they need to hang it up. Like you need to stop trying.
That's hella fucked up.
Yeah. So,
because I thought like, comedian is a comedian, like they would help each other out. But like now that I'm hearing this from you, I'm like, God damn, what the fuck?
Well, some help each other out, and sometimes they form cliques. They form cliques, so they have their little groups who they will refer to other people and stuff like that. But a lot of times they use that to freeze other people out. So we're going to make all the money, and everybody else is going to have to find money somewhere else because they're not going to make it over here. So, we're better than all of them. Like they ain't nobody. I've heard people say it like, you ain't nobody. Or like I've heard people say things like this.
Pretty much.
Hold on.
Trying to get in their head that they're not nothing. So like they could try to make them stop, right?
I've heard people say things like, if I steal some of your jokes, who do you think they're going to believe did it? You or me? Like, I'm a big comedian. You're a little small comedian. Who do you think they're going
to believe you instead?
I've heard them say it.
Instead of the little person.
Yeah, I've heard them say it. And they meant it. So, there's shit like that. So, yeah, it's a dog-eat-dog game. It's a solo sport. Nobody can help. It's like boxing. Can't nobody help you out when you're in that ring. They can give you advice during rounds.
They can give you advice, but they ain't help you out.
Yeah, they ain't punching nobody for you.
Exactly.
So.
Oh shit.
So yeah, it was a trip. As a matter of fact, As a matter of fact, hold on a second, because we have another call on the line, and he actually used to do comedy too. Well, I think he still does. So I'm bring my man. Caller with the last number 7797. What's going on? How you feeling tonight?
What's going on, good brother?
You already know.
What's going on?
My
brother from another mother, man.
Yes, sir.
I can't call it, man. How you doing, sir?
Good. How about yourself?
I can't complain. I agree 1,000% with you, Mr. Sun 752. We both did comedy together. Matter of fact, we were part of the same team.
Right. Without a doubt.
If he did shoes, I followed him. If I did shoes, I booked him.
That's a fact.
So he was on part of the same team. And at the end of the day, it's not even, there's a difference between being better than somebody, being cocky and confident. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think when you're confident, it's not saying that you're better than somebody. You just feel like you can just do what you can do. But when you're cocky, that's when you think that you're better than somebody.
All right, here's another question that I wanted to ask. So say if a low comedian, like say if a comedian's barely just coming up, you think the say not a famous comedian, but someone that's famous, like known, a famous like funny comedian known like possibly you guys or some shit. You think they go after the low comedians that have the best jokes and they hear it from them? They tell them the jokes and they're like, oh, and then they fucking manipulate them, telling them, oh, they're not good jokes, but reality, the good jokes. They take it for them and then they go to their own show and they use their jokes. You think they
almost absolutely? Yes, they do that.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, damn, that's fucked up.
Son had jokes that people stole from him that I had to prevent him from ready to whoop somebody's ass. Maybe 2 or 3 of them. And I've had some jokes that people stole from me, and he had to prevent me from like
performing those jokes, right?
No, well, it's not the shit. See, when you do comedy, right? The thing about how I do comedy and how I write my jokes is I come up with the premise, I write around that premise, and then I'll call son and say, "Yo, have you heard anybody say this?" You know what I mean? Because I don't want to copy a legendary comedian, huh?
Right. It's like saying you copied a joke from George Lopez or something. You know, someone from something famous, right? Like you don't want to do that shit, right?
No, you don't want to use nobody else's joke. But the thing is that
there we go. Yeah, fuck no. Yeah.
Let's say the premise is, matter of fact, let's say the premise is people think they're better than you.
Right.
So if you get on stage and say people think they're better than you, they mad because I can put my plate on because I'm fat, I can put my plate on my stomach and eat. Yeah. And they got to eat that for crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's a premise. That's a joke that you just came up with. You just think people better than you. Now, if somebody come on stage and say something similar to that joke, or just say that word, or they say the same joke in verbatim, then it's still in the joke.
Yeah.
You know, you can't. There's no way you can say if you're not a fat person, you can't say that joke. But if you're a fat person and you say it word for word, then you heard it from what I just said. You know. And sometimes it's the same thing that goes on in comedy goes on in rap music. Sometimes, I mean, you see rappers still that's part of a group still bars from another rapper that's part of the group, and since they're more popular, nobody won't be able to say that he stole them.
All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on.
I'm not. Nothing. You bring that analogy. That's crazy. Holy fuck! I never thought about it like that.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Someone, like
hold on a second.
For some shit.
Troy.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yes.
Troy, are you using your Bluetooth or are you talking directly in the phone?
Hold on. Let me do that. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
There you go. You sound better.
There I go.
Yeah, I just want you to sound sharp. I want everybody to be able to hear you. All right, so let me so hold on. Let me
like I was saying.
Hold on. Before we get I want to stick right here on the whole you think you're better than me thing, because you know this whole thing can really drive a wedge in between you and somebody. This is the kind of stuff that we ain't friends no more is made of. This is the kind of thing that stops family from speaking to each other. This is the kind of thing that'll stop you from going to family functions like, you know, Christmas and Thanksgiving and all this kind of stuff. You know, because these wounds start to fester and grow as you get older. When you realize
because the wounds don't start when you're older. Especially in families, the wounds start as you're younger. You know, when people in the family think they're better than you as kids, and as you grow up, you don't forget how they treated you. That's an aunt, that's an uncle, that's a cousin.
This is what I want you to do.
Brother or sister.
This is what I want you to do. Please give me some examples of how at a young age you could be treated by a family member like they were better than you and how that would stick. What are some examples?
Well, I can give you some examples right now. And this is true. My great grandmother and one of my aunts thought my light skinned cousins was better than me because they like light skinned kids. They had color issues.
And in our community, it's a big deal. And it's something that we've all had to deal with. You know, even if we didn't deal with it, we still dealt with it. On some level, there's no way you could be a black person and never deal with that colorism shit. And I ain't even talking about black and white. We're talking about light and dark. That's the crazy shit.
Yes.
But go ahead, talk your shit.
Yes.
Right.
That was one thing. Another thing is my own grandmother on my father's side. My grandmother felt as though she was that she was better than my grandfather's wife, the one that helped put me through school. So she didn't even want to be part of my life. So it had nothing really to do with me being better than anybody. It had something to do with she felt as though she was better than that grandmother. So she said, well, since she's over there and she's doing everything for him, I ain't gonna do shit for
her. Wow.
Same thing. It's the same. But see, son, I told you that's the same thing my father did. Neglected me because my grandfather and me had a great relationship. So I mean, it's not the better than me things run deep when it's within your family. When it's within your friends, you can. When it's within your friends, sometimes you can tweak it and then y'all can talk that out. You know what I mean? But when it's within your family, there's no talking that out because they should know better.
There can be so many parameters when it comes to family. Because I've seen situations. Remember the movie Boys in the Hood? Yeah. Now remember how Doughboy and Ricky's mom was?
Yeah.
Remember, she treated Ricky like a star. That was her baby.
Yeah.
And she treated Doughboy like he wasn't shit. So, and remember,
Ricky had the most potential.
Well, if you remember in the movie Furious Styles, who was Trey's father, Lawrence Fishburne, he said because they had different dads and she loved Ricky's dad and she didn't like Doughboy's dad. So she treated one the way she felt about the father. And she treated the other one the way she felt about that father. So it wasn't
crazy. I had a fucking relationship exactly like that.
Okay.
I had a brother. Yeah, and she treated because I had my mom and dad with me and shit, and that's exactly how that went down. I had a brother. Sorry to cut you off.
No. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I had a different dad, but my mom and my brother's dad were still in the same relationship, right? They always treated him better, but they always treated me like shit. And then now they left me, and honestly they left him too as well. They left him by they left him by himself, but I think he still gets what do you call it, allowances and shit from his parents, even though he's still fucking he's older than me. But yeah, they shit like that. I don't like shit. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, but they treated me like shit, like how you were saying right now.
No, it's real. This shit happens.
That's why I live by myself, and fuck that,
Yeah, but listen, these things cut deep, and when you really think about the pettiness of it all, as you get older, you really start to resent whoever was bringing it to you, whoever was committing those kind of emotional crimes to you, towards you. You start to resent it more and more, even though at the time you may not have recognized it and blew it off, or because you love that person or they treated you well overall, you may not have noticed it until shit got deep to the point where you couldn't ignore it anymore. Like, for example,
I realized it when I was 22 because I thought they loved me, but there was one day when I think they actually left their fucking actual feelings about me. I was giving them rent. I was giving them everything. I got a full-time job. I get fucking 56 an hour. I could pay whatever the fuck you want, but it seems like they treat me like shit every fucking time.
Yeah.
That's the thing I don't understand. So in my head, I was like, why deal with their shit? I might as well just get my own place because I'm not gonna there's no reason for me to bash on my brother or whatever. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't have shit, and he gets an allowance. He gets like $3,000 a fucking month. I don't know how much the fuck he gets. I don't even talk to him. To me, it was a toxic place. Let's just say that.
Okay.
And then it was a place I needed to get out. because to him, like he would leave his plates. I would pick up after myself. I would do everything. I would clean all this stuff. I would get yelled out for the littlest thing, just even leaving a sock, like just by accident when I was done showering or something like that.
Yeah,
I would get bitched at or something like that. This was back then though. I lived by myself. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Straight up.
Well, how about
I was bad. Like they would have favoritism. They would talk to him nicely, but when it came to me, they would scream at me. Let's just say that.
Yeah, that's tough because those emotional scars when you get as a child, they don't go away. Ain't no band-aids for that shit. Ain't no Novocaine for that. Ain't no Neosporin for that. It's bad. And the worst part about it is it can turn if you're not evolved or if you're not emotionally or mentally strong, it can turn you into the very thing. It can turn you into the very way that you was treated. You could start treating somebody else that way. You know what I mean? Because maybe you think that that's just the way it's supposed to be, and it happens with some people. But let me ask y'all about this.
Right.
Let me ask y'all about this because
no, you could ask me. You could ask me anything. I don't even care. Like it's just a we're here to like talk about stuff. So go ahead, ask anything.
Well, no, I got a different situation. I want to see y'all take on this. There are a lot of single parent homes, where they're either being raised by the mom by themselves or by a father by themselves. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of that going on out here. And there are plenty of parents and children that think that they are better than other children because they grew up in a 2-parent family. Now, hold on. Let me finish setting this table. Now, I grew up in a 2-parent family, so of course I think that that's the best way. But I also recognize that all 2-parent families aren't good 2-parent families. Like, is it better? Would it be better for your mom and dad to be together, acting like they hate each other, or not in love with each other, or in competition with each other? Or would it be better for you to live with only one parent where it would at least be a healthy situation for them to co-parent? You know what I'm saying? So all 2-parent families aren't cut from the same cloth, but a lot of husbands and wives think that they the shit over other people because they are married or because they're in a 2-parent situation, even though it might be a loveless 2-parent situation.
Mm-hmm.
So they might project that. They might project. Yeah, go ahead.
How I feel about that situation is it depends on the individual that's bringing you up. I was like I said to you, I think it was sometime last week when we were talking, had a discussion about some things. I was brought up in a single parent home, but I still had men. I had men in my life that helped bring me up, but I had a lot of women that helped bring me up. So at the end of the day, I didn't miss out on the love that I supposed to have got. But it's still not the fact that people didn't think they were better than me. When you grow up and you got 2 older brothers, you get the hand-me-downs at different times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when they run out, when they like I told you before, my brother got them when good times was on. My other brother got them when different strokes was on. I got them when Silver Spoon was on. So at the end of the day, Silver Spoon wasn't wearing what Good Times was wearing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, at the end of the day, everybody felt like they were better than. Some people felt like they were better than me, but what makes you better is how you conduct yourself and your confidence within you. The situation about the 2-parent household, it doesn't matter who's in the household, because at the end of the day, when you go out that door, you on your own.
Yeah. But you know as well as I've known. You've known people who wore their marriage or their familial status as their badge of honor. Like that was their claim to fame.
Yes.
You know, I've seen. Okay. Check this out.
No, I'm gonna give you a testimony real quick.
All right.
I wear my marriage as a badge of honor, but that don't mean that it's perfect.
No. I'm not saying. See, I've never heard. Now, if you do this, I've never seen it, but I've never seen you use. Of course, you've been proud of your marriage. Well, you should be, but I've never seen you look down on somebody else because they weren't married. You know what I mean?
No,
that's the difference.
What I try my best to do, I don't look down on them. If they're in a relationship, right, and they ask me about marriage, and I ask them how long they been with their girl, I try to tell them, look, if you with her for 5 years and you ain't proposed, if she leaves, you don't be mad. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think we had that discussion before. You know, because like I said, after a certain amount of time, I think that you should know that person should know you, and you should know everything about that person. So I'm going to guide you and tell you how I did it. But whatever decision you make, that's your decision.
Word.
But when it comes to thinking that you're better than a person because you married, you ain't better than nobody because you married.
Okay.
And your kids ain't better than anybody because you married. Because at the end of the day, I've seen guys, I know with guys who had a two-parent household, some of the biggest drug dealers in the city.
Yeah, when you got two parents, you learn how to sell drugs better. But check this out.
Yes.
I kind of disagree with that because I feel like when you have a single parent, you become more discreet and you try to become more low profile. I feel like if you have a two-parent home or whatever, you're more of like, oh shit, you could get caught or some shit like that. But who knows? I feel like if you're in a single parent, you're more discreet. You're more like, I just want to get this money, but I don't want to get caught by my father or by my mother, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Well, when you're in a single parent household, and you're a young man, you want to do if you smart enough or you doing anything that's a legit thing, you try to do anything and everything to make sure you can be there for your mom.
I would say that. I would say that too. Now hold on. Hold on. Because listen, we gotta make the best use of this time. So I just want to go from scenario to scenario talking about this I'm better than you shit. So let's check this one out because this one might be familiar to y'all too. I've seen women who they might have like 2 or 3 children by only one man, and they will use that to say that they're better than a woman who has multiple children by multiple men. You know what I mean? I've seen this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, all my kids is by one man, whether they were married or not, or don't let them be married. All my children by one man, you know, and they might look down on their sister or their cousin or their girlfriends, you know, like, yeah, well, she, you know, you got all these baby fathers or whatever. It might only be 2 or 3, but nonetheless, I've seen, you know, women who have children by one man, you know, look down on women who have multiple children by multiple men. The thing is, the woman who may have children by one man, that man might not even be in their life, or that man might not be a good father. He might not, you know what I mean? But that's their badge of honor. That's their green light to look down on somebody else, you know, like you a hoe just because you have multiple fathers. That means you fell in love more than once. You might have all your children might be from one man because you fell for the okie doke 2 or 3 times, maybe 4. Never know.
To me, I think that's a recipe for failure, because I know one day all those kids are gonna grow up and they're gonna grow up like brothers or sisters, whoever they are, no matter what gender they are, no matter what. But I know for one day they're gonna grow up and we're like, oh yeah, I got my dad, and they're all gonna bring up their shit and they're gonna fucking fight and think one of them That's what she's gonna think they're gonna be better. But when it comes to the girl, she's gonna be thinking that she's better than these other bitches because she's got fucking 3 kids or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Well,
First of all, I don't think.
yeah. Go ahead.
First of all, I don't think any woman should spread themselves out like that. Just like I don't think any man should spread.
100%.
I don't think any man should spread themselves out like that. But the thing about it is, we can see a woman who had three kids by one man struggle, and you can see a woman who had 3 kids by 3 different men be on top of the world because she knows that she has to hustle more, you know. And it doesn't mean the one that's frowning upon that got 3 different fathers might think she better, but she might be struggling like hell.
Well, the point is
that's true.
My point is this. My point is this.
Because I've seen it. I literally seen it happen before. This is like with some other families. They had different pops, and they were like, "Oh yeah, my father's better," and they literally get in a fucking fist fight.
I've known that to happen too. I've known that to happen too.
It's sad. I'm like, why you guys fighting? I'm like, you guys are like family, bro. I'm like, why you guys fucking fighting?
Well,
listen, bro. I'm gonna get, like I told you, son. I give you testimonies. My testimony is my oldest siblings got one father. My brother and my middle brother got father, and I got a father. So my oldest brother father wouldn't spend that much time with him, and this, that, and the other. My grandfather compensated for my father, but when my father came around, guess what he would give me? $1. It got so bad that my brothers and sisters would just walk around and come around when he left. They would just, matter of fact, when he walking up, they would just call him the dollar daddy man. The dollar daddy man.
Wow.
That's how bad they would teach me over there, $1 fucking.
That's crazy.
When you a kid, you don't know any better.
Right.
You know, and then when my middle brother, his father got murdered. So, I mean,
what the fuck?
So it was so much. But the thing is that me and my middle brother's line is so deep that right there is the reason why I'm partially the man that I am. So there was never no he think he's better than me. There was other people thinking that he was better than me. Like my grandmother and my father, or my grandmother that was married to my grandfather, that's my grandmother. That's the one that put me through all my schools and everything and made sure I had a lot. She was the one that was like, you need to be more like Peanut. Because he was getting all A's and B's and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, I will bust my behind and grind so I can get the approval of her to be like him.
All right.
Up to the point where when I went to high school, I wanted to go to creative and performing arts like him because I knew how to draw.
Hold on. We got to keep it moving. We got to, like I said, we got examples. All right. So what I notice about, people thinking that they are better because they either are married or because they've only had children by one person or whatever. What I have noticed is that women.
Does that involve does that involve people getting more income than someone else?
Oh, we ain't get to that.
I got.
Hold on. We ain't get to that yet. Wait. We ain't get to that yet. Hold on. But
my bad.
I wanted to piggyback off of the thinking that you're better than somebody because you either are married or because you have a 2-parent family or because you all your children are by one person instead of multiple children by multiple people. I noticed that women do each other in like that way more than men do. I've never heard a man say, well, yeah, at least all my kids are by one woman. I've never heard a man say that to another man, but I've definitely heard women say that to another woman. You understand what I'm saying? So it's more like a badge of honor. It's more like a badge of honor for women because it's supposed to show that they weren't promiscuous, as if you couldn't have been screwing around every place, but only had babies by one. You know what I mean? You could have been protecting yourself with everybody else and not protecting yourself with the one you wanted to have kids by. You just never know. You know. But
yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's one. Yeah. I need it. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there are a lot of layers to how this thing can go down. But yeah.
Right.
You know, thinking that somebody thinking that they're better than you, or you thinking that you're better than somebody else. There's always an undercurrent of insecurity when it comes to that. Because if you weren't insecure, then you wouldn't be worried about, you wouldn't spend all your time trying to be better than one person. You would probably spend more time being a better version of yourself and improving yourself to where
improving yourself. Yeah.
Improving yourself and being better than almost everybody.
And not compete with others. Just make yourself better, and like you said right now, just improving yourself.
Right.
Pretty much.
Like I'm gonna give you an example.
And your whole point is just improving yourself and not to compete with others and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be better than someone. Next day I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be better than this person. No, just work on yourself and just improve yourself. That's it. You're not in a competition. You're not in a fucking war or someone with another. Just be yourself. Be good. Just thank the Lord that you can wake up another day and just do what you got to do.
But some people are in a competition.
I'm gonna give you an example.
You're right though. People don't think like that because some people wake up mad. Some people think of like, oh, I got to be better than this one person. Some people you actually wake up thinking that, oh, I got to wake up and my agenda is to fucking be better than someone that is better than them. And they try to that's not right. Like, why do you the whole thing is not to be in competition. Just live life, be happy, have a nice family. Just do your thing.
Right. Like, I'm gonna give you an example.
Go ahead, Troy.
No, you're not wrong.
No, go ahead.
Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, I'm a chef for a living, right? So while I was at work, when I'm at work, and then I got into one of my cooks, because I'm a sous chef. One of my cooks get an attitude, and he the next day, it was a disagreement the night before. I had left early to keep things calm, so I came in the kitchen the next day, and the cook was like, he was talking to me, and I was ignoring him first. Mm-hmm. And he was like, the problem is you think you better than people like this, that, and other. I said, listen, that's your perception of me. You're allowing my confidence in what I do to perceive you to look at me that you think that I'm better than you.
Fact.
I said, you have to exude confidence to walk around with an attitude of confidence. And then maybe you can feel like you're better than anybody. Because when you in certain businesses, you're supposed to feel like you're better than anybody. You're supposed to exude confidence. You're not supposed to tell them, look, I'm better than you. It shows in your work ethic. Your work ethic just shows that you're better than somebody. That's where the promotions come in at. That's how you make the big bucks, by showing that you're better than somebody. If I'm on stage, when we get on stage and we kill it and we steal a laugh out the room, and the other boy got to go up in the headline, I got to go up there and do an extra half hour, 45 minutes because we stole the laugh. That night we was better than that person.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me speaking over or whatever, I think I'm dealing with the same shit what this guy is going through right now. What was your name, bro? The one that was speaking right now?
Troy.
All right. Yeah, Troy. Bro, I think I'm going the same shit through with you because I'm an area manager for Amazon.
Okay.
And fucking shit, dude. Yeah. So I could literally tell you the whole thing. So what happened to him? Like, it's what happening to me. So I'm going around checking everything, but I'm an area manager. Here's the thing, but there's managers that are on top of me though, that keep me on top of like what I gotta do. And these motherfuckers, I'm keeping everyone happy and everything, but when the top guy goes over there and talks everyone shit, they get all mad and shit. And then he comes back at me, he's like, hey, you're not doing this, this and that. I'm like, hey dude, I'm fucking just doing whatever the fuck I gotta do. I'm doing the fucking right shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he fucking thinks he's better than me. He's like, yeah, dude, like, yeah, I'm fucking better than blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what it is. I didn't want to think about it because how much it fucking pisses me off. Because this shit honestly happened today. That happened today.
Well, but see, that's the thing about it. People, when you're better than somebody and you don't have to say it, it shows. And when we tell you something, it's always the ones that's over top of you that will be a pain in your ass. That would just sit up there and nitpick, because if you're better than them, and they see that you're better than them, then they gotta find things to say to you to be relevant in their job. If they ain't gotta say shit to you, there's no relevancy to it.
Because it's me, the area manager. Like I'm literally one of the top dogs. Not top dogs, but like I'm a manager, and like I could literally fire anyone. That's not the thing though. I don't want to do that shit. All the managers want to do that. Like I'm the cool one. Like yeah, I understand. Like let's say a regular associate has a fucking bad day, I could understand that, and I wouldn't say shit to them. Like, you know what, they're having a bad day. I don't know what the fuck they went through their life. But say if another manager's like, oh, I'm better than them, you probably would try to fire him. But other than that, yeah, all these managers, they fucking try to be better than me. They're like, oh yeah, I'm better than you. They even tell me that to the face. That's why I want to get out that fucking job. Yeah, I make almost $40 an hour, but for people to fucking tell me that they're better than me in front of my face,
yeah,
you got me fucked up.
No, that's when you.
And I'm like, well, and here's the thing though, I put much work more than them. I go around like telling the associates, hey, how's your day doing? This and this and that. They don't do none of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's why they always come up to me instead of them, because they scare them. And then you know I'm like the good guy pretty much. But they still think
you're not just the good guy.
Fire you.
You're the one that's there. They fear you because you are great at what you're doing, and you're a threat to their position. So no matter, just like you said, they come to you and say that you're better than them.
I'm not about to cut you off right there. Like the fact that you said that I'm a threat to position, HR told me that today.
Yeah. So you're a threat to their position, so they're gonna do everything to knock you the hell down.
To knock you down.
To knock you down, they're gonna do everything. They're gonna do everything to knock you down. It's not just, you don't have to, and I mean, I know Son agree with me on this. You don't have to say that you're better than a person outwardly.
No. They told me that. They said they were better than me.
See, because let me tell you why they told you that. Because they don't know. They gotta tell you that to knock you down, to make you feel insecure yourself. That's what Son just said.
Yeah.
They gotta enforce that insecurity in you.
All right, wait. Let's go to the next example. How about this one? One person thinks that they're better than the other person because they make more than the other person, but neither one of those people are rich. So let's say
neither one of those people are what?
Neither one of them are rich. You know what I mean? They might both,
and they're telling you what to do, right?
No. Listen what I'm saying. It's not about this is about somebody thinking that they're better than somebody else. So let's say you make $50,000 a year, and somebody who makes somebody who makes $100,000 a year or $90,000 a year thinks that they're so much better than the person that makes $50,000 a year. Now, I don't see anything wrong with being proud of your financial situation. If you work hard for your money, you get paid. There's nothing wrong with feeling good about yourself. As a matter of fact, you should. But to look down on a person that makes less than you make, when you still, in today's society, $100,000 is a good salary depending on the job that you do, but it's nowhere near rich. You know, this $100,000 in this economy is not like 1980, where $100,000 was equivalent almost to $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So both of y'all are still struggling in your own right, but you feel like you're so much better than somebody else. Okay, how about this one too? All right. So in a hospital, you have nurses, you have I'm sorry, you have doctors, you have nurses, and you have nurses assistants. Now, I've heard CNAs complain about how some of the nurses treat them like shit. Like, you could tell that they think that they think that they're better than them because they're the real nurse and you're just a CNA. When both of them kind of have to do a lot of the same jobs. You know what I mean? Like, they got to change a bedpan. You got to change a bedpan. They got to change the urine canister. You got to do it. You got to change the commode. They got to do it too. So
they got to do it too.
Yeah. But because one, I guess, since one got a college degree and the other one just has a certification, I could see where maybe not on the job, because that could actually cost you your job, but you could still give off that energy like, well, you work for me. Like, you a nurse, you ain't no boss. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're a nurse.
Right.
So a CNA a nurse aide doesn't work for the nurse. They all work for the same company. So you know,
is someone hired? Yeah, someone hired.
But yeah, but I can see how one would think that they were better than the other one, wholeheartedly, and I've seen it happen. So shit like that. Like, neither one of us are rich, but one of us is acting like we are.
That same, and in a hospital is even worse. I think anytime that you in a business where you work around other people and people over top of you, and you see everything works off of work ethic, that tells a person if you're better than them. You understand? Like, I've worked in the business that I am. When people know that you got that your work ethic and your qualifications are better than you, son, they won't hire you.
Yeah.
Because they know that you're a threat, and they know this from just your qualifications and when you speak and how you speak about culinary. Like, I was working at the Rittenhouse Hotel, and this sous chef named David. Number one, the anxiety attacks he had, but the thing is he couldn't cook, but he was my boss. He was my supervisor. So 2 or 3 times he would walk over and say things to me to the point of, you know, how he can outcook me and how he better cook than me and this, that, and other. And then the last time I had to open his ears to something, you know, because I'm deep in my history. So this is a white guy. So I said to him, Dave, let me break it down to you. First of all, I cook every cuisine, not just this cuisine in this hotel. And whatever cuisine I don't know, I do my homework on. But the second of all, you will never be a better cook than me, because you always have to go back to your history. Your history and my history is that while your great grandparents were sitting on a plantation.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yes.
Would you give him a chance to try to be one of the best cookers like you though? Because it kind of sounds like you're better than him right there. I
give him a chance. No,
like you teach him and all that, like, because it sounded right there, like you wanted to be better than him, and I think that's what we're talking about.
No, the guy was trying to act like he was better than him. The guy was trying to act like he was better than him. Yeah.
He was better than me.
My bad. I'm sorry about that.
No, he was telling me how
he was better than you.
How he was better than me, and how he was
Okay, great.
This old lady was telling me that.
That's on me. That's on me.
He was saying he was saying to me how I would never be able to cook this cuisine, or how he been doing this and how he been doing that. So I had to explain to him, I had to explain to him that my history and our history, you will never be a better cook than me. Because, and I had to go to the history of America, of our history. And I said, considering the fact that when my ancestors was out in the field picking cotton and cooking food in the kitchen, and yours was sitting on a plantation, the flavors come from us. The seasoning comes from us. Therefore, you won't never be able to be on that level unless you do more homework. I do too much homework for anybody to say that I'm not great at what I do.
Yeah.
I do a lot of homework.
Yeah.
And in order for you to come to me and approach me like that, David, you got to do more homework. Because I'm teaching you things. You haven't taught me nothing.
You ever think about going on one of those? Hold on. You ever think about going on one of those reality shows, like like on that my mom watch all the time on the cooking channel?
I auditioned 2 times for Hell's Kitchen.
Did you really?
And I almost made it 2 times to the TV show.
Get out of here! I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I auditioned 2 times for Hell's Kitchen.
Okay.
I almost made it to the TV show. But the thing about it is that they want people. In order for you to make it on those shows, you have to be able to have some type of argumented personality or a fuck you personality, and I got that. But the thing about it, the difference between me and other cooks is, I'm gonna laugh at Ramsey.
Okay.
I'll be laughing at him because I've been disrespected in the kitchen so much that you can't say shit to me that I haven't heard before.
Okay.
I've been called. I had this one chef say, "You fat motherfucker, give me them asparagus." And then I had that same chef apologize to me because he knew he had to go outside the building and go home.
Yeah, I can dig it. All right.
So I mean, you just got to, when it comes to on the job thinking you better than you, if you just keep doing your job, that's the biggest threat to them. They don't fuck with you though.
Uh-huh.
They're going to fuck with you because you got great work ethic and you're a tremendous worker. So they're going to keep bothering you until they can throw you off. And they're going to say some shit out their mouth to peck at you. So when you get done work, you're going to take that shit home with you. That motherfucker, I can't stand that motherfucker. And I know my man on the phone, he does that. I hate that motherfucker.
All right, let me ask you about this.
So when he sit back and he go,
let me
just say this to him. When he sit up here and he do that to you at work, my man, always remember, he's doing that to knock you off your shelf.
Mm.
Because you are better than him.
That's what's up. I wanted to talk a little bit more about. I wanted to switch it to people who live out in the suburbs, thinking that they're better than people who live in the city. But a lot of people who live in the suburbs are coming back to the city. So, it used to be a big flex to be able to move out in the burbs.
Yes.
Better schools, better so-called better houses, better better living arrangements, safer, a better place to raise your family. Especially, if you was black, you made it out to the burbs, you was the shit. You know what I'm saying? So using that criteria to think that you're better than somebody. Now that's where a lot of bouginess comes from. You know what I mean? I live out here and you still live down there in the trenches in the hood. It could be a problem. Now, it could be a problem to the point where even if somebody who moved out in the burbs is not acting that way, you may be on guard waiting for them to act that way because somebody has treated you that way when they made it out there. You know what I mean? So it can confuse the issue, and now you got a prejudice against people who move out in the suburbs. Like, here you go with this shit. You know what I mean? With your trees and grass, perspective. You know. So.
Well, I live out in the county, but I would never understand why people would want to frown upon people who live in the city. Because if I had a choice, I would rather live in the city than live in the county. Because at least I know what the city's about.
Yeah.
At least I know my surroundings. Because there's aspects that's in the county that if you don't know the history, you're going to learn it real quick. Especially when it comes to the color issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you really do your homework on the counties, these counties used to be dominantly white.
Definitely. Absolutely. So, we couldn't move.
History don't go away.
Well, we
does not go away.
We couldn't move out there there was a time we couldn't live out there.
Well, the county that I lived in is called Fallcross.
Oh yeah. And Delaware County, yeah.
In Fallcross, son, the first African American family out there, they harassed the family so bad that the father killed himself. So this is not a proud thing. It's proud to get your family from out the hood. But destiny is destiny. No matter where you go, it's going to be something. They're going to shoot. They shoot out in the county, not just as much as they shoot in the city, but they shoot out in the county. You see on the news? You look at the news. Matter of fact, there was a girl that just got killed at Wawa in Collindale by another female. And the girl that got killed was pregnant.
Listen, man.
So, I mean, they do, no matter, I don't know where the frowning come in at and everything, because even out in the county, they got hoodies.
Listen, definitely. Yeah, I mean, shit, Chester is out in the county. So, I mean, what more do you need to know? You know, Camden is out in the county too. Case closed. So, you better run your ass to Pennsauken. But anyway, but you know, when it comes to this thinking that you're better than somebody thing, it goes deep. It goes deep. Like I've seen people. I mean, the pettiest of things can be an example of somebody thinking that they're better than somebody else. Like, for example, have you ever known somebody? I'm just gonna put it out there. You ever know somebody that listens to primarily jazz?
That's in our age bracket?
Yeah.
Somewhat, not a lot.
Because a lot of times these jazz enthusiasts be kind of snooty. You know what I mean? They think they're cultured. You know what I mean? And they don't mind telling you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so because you listen to a little Wynton Marsalis and some
Coltrane and Duke.
I'm like, listen, no, it doesn't make you better, but you have to listen to what they're really saying. It's bigger than because they listen to jazz or classical. What they're saying is they're more cultured than you. They're more well-rounded than you, and they can appreciate things that you don't appreciate. Sort of like people who only drink wine that think they're not alcoholics because they drink wine. I'm like, yeah, so you a lot better than those beer chuggers, but both of y'all drunk. And it's a funny thing about these wine drinkers. Because you can't tell these motherfuckers that they still get drunk. No, I just had some wine. I don't get drunk. Bitch, you drank the whole fifth. First of all, they don't come in a fifth. It's a bottle. You know what? I'm done. You know, look at the. It's the amount of liters that's in the bottle is what make it a fifth or not. Not what's in the bottle. You know what I mean?
See, that's the thing about it is, you know, society is so, society has just been brainwashed about who's better than this, who's better than that. There's nobody better than anything. You just have more knowledge than that person at the time. If that person want to catch up to you, he'll catch up to you. He will. You gotta put the work in though. And that's the most important thing about it. Nobody's not gonna tell me that I'm not funnier than anybody at that night. You're not gonna. I never forgot when I done Cheney. And I did Cheney with Michael Blackson.
Oh, I remember that night.
I stole that room.
I remember that. You did the chicken noodle soup that night. Killed them motherfuckers.
And
I wasn't there. You told me about it. Yeah, I wasn't there. But I remember that was yeah. I remember that.
I stole every bit of laugh out that room. And when Michael Blackson went on stage, he struggled. People started leaving. It got to the point where it was like, I could have left when you got done.
It happened.
Well, guess what happens though? But see, this is when you get the jealousy part. So I see Spank and Lars Killebrew, and it's like, well, I could have done that night too anyway, because that's Michael Black. He only got certain comedy. He don't have he only has one set. I could have done the same thing.
Michael,
you see who we talking about though?
Yeah. Well,
you see who we talking about?
Well,
like, I never forgot when we did Millersville with Kevin Hart. I did that, opened up for Kevin. Lawrence Killebrew was there. He was Kevin Hart until Kevin Hart came there, and then he was Lawrence Killebrew.
Yeah, I remember. Oh boy, I remember. But check this out. But hold on. Speaking of that whole comedy thing, you know, there are comedians who work clean, and then there are blue comedians, and there are comedians who can do both. But remember, if you remember, there were certain clubs. If you remember, when you know, in the beginning of the 2000s, there were certain clubs who wouldn't book quote unquote Def Jam comedy style comedians.
I already know what you're talking about.
Well, you know what they meant by Def Jam style, huh?
Helium.
Yeah, well,
Helium was the number one club. I developed a bond with Helium with the first management team. When the second management team came in, I stopped going to Helium.
Well, my point was, you have to decipher the code between Def Jam style comedians, because that was really a dog whistle for saying black.
Right.
It wasn't no white Def Jam style comedians. You understand what I'm saying? So it wasn't about whether you were funny or not.
You got to be able to read. There's certain things you have to be able to read between the lines with. Well,
what they not only do you have to be able to read between the lines, you have to realize what they're trying to convey to you and to the audience. So if they say they won't book any Def Jam, and it wasn't just Helium. They weren't the only ones who wouldn't book Def Jam style comedians. It was actually what was the name of that comedy club all the way out in the Northeast, all the way out in the Boulevard. It was called Comedy. It used to just be them and the Laugh House before Helium came out. But anyway, they were the first ones to say that they wouldn't book any Def Jam style comedians. They were the first ones to say that. So I don't have any problem with you wanting to feed your audience a certain type of meal. I don't have any problems with that. But when you use the dog whistles like that, you're really saying that even though you might be a Def Jam style comedian, but you might be funnier than all of those non-Def Jam style comedians, but they're going to make sure that the non-Def Jam style comedians get money over you, which is almost like saying that they're better than you because they can work clean even if they're not working clean. We'll consider it to be clean because there ain't a whole lot of F-bombs and talking about the hood and fish and grits and shit. So yeah, that's a way to project somebody being better than you upon you and hoping that you don't notice. So these things happen. So when we talk about somebody portraying or saying that they're better than you or they think that they're better than you, sometimes it can be your own perception and sometimes it can be a reality that you can't escape. I'm from here and you're from there, therefore I'm better than you. And I've known people who lived out in the burbs who kicked that shit. But hold on. I would be remiss if I didn't say nothing about black people who went to Catholic school. Oh my Lord.
Oh, wow.
You can't tell them shit. You know what I mean? You can't tell them shit. I'm like, okay, you went to Catholic school, but you can't tell them they didn't have the best education on earth. I'm like, write a sentence. We can get this shit over with quick. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. And I remember going.
Between me and you going to Catholic school and I'm going to public school is that your mom could have saved that fucking money.
Sometimes yes, and sometimes no. I've known both. I've known people who went to Catholic school and they did well, and I've known people who went to Catholic school and I'm like, well, why did you waste your money? Because I don't see. But then again, with their aptitude, they may have really done worse in a public school setting where they may have maybe even dropped out. So it's hard to say. But I know from going to parochial school for 2 years myself, I know that they are taught to believe that they're better than public school kids. They say it. The teachers tell you that you are. I thought it was the uniform. So I get it, but it seems strange to me that you would carry that into adulthood. But hey, there it is.
One thing about it is that scars that cut deep last the longest.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? When them scars cut, sometimes they keloid up, bro, and you can still see them where the wounds are at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When they keloid up, and people that don't know what a keloid is when your wound heals and the skin bubbles up where the wound is at. That's a keloid. Just so I let the people know.
Yeah, the back and Forrest Whitaker's neck. You know what I'm saying? That type shit. But yeah.
But yeah, I mean we can sit back and talk about, it's so many instances when people think, and like I said, they're not the stuff. Let me ask you a question. Do you think a person has to come out and tell you that they're better than you, or their actions show how they're better than you?
I think that it can be. I think it rarely will somebody ever say that they're better than you unless they're talking about a specific thing. Unless they're talking about a specific thing, like you can't shoot better than me, or you can't play basketball better than me, or I'm better than you when it comes to running, something like that. But when they think that they're better than you overall, just because, they won't normally say it. you'll just get all of that I'm better than you energy. And it's very offensive. It can be very, very offensive. Especially when it's people that you're close to.
And you can tell like, you know, I had like when I was working at the Comcast Center. When I was working there, you know, my first day there, I got a flavor profile and everything, so I work in banquets. So then we had a meeting about allergens, because you know in the kitchen, you know, people that you feed and have allergens.
Mm-hmm.
And the number one top allergen I know for a fact is sesame oil.
Okay.
But when I was cooking one time, I added onion powder and garlic powder. And then it was like, well, sure, you can't add good onion powder and garlic powder. And this was after the time I had put some food out and people was going crazy about it. So, you know, you turn back around, you tell me I can't put onion powder and garlic powder in my food. I said, well, we shouldn't be using regular garlic or regular onions neither.
Yeah.
Because that's where onion powder and garlic powder come from. So you're trying to knock me down to keep me from being great because you see what I'm capable of doing. I don't have to tell you if I'm better than you. You already assume I'm better than you because of what I can do in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, your work ethic tells how better, how good, or how great, or how better you are than a person. That person that thinks you're better than them, that's their fault. Unless you came out and blurted out, I'm better than you, motherfucker. That's not you. You're just coming in doing your job.
Don't nobody want that smoke of the confrontation of saying that you're better than somebody. Because nothing good can come out of that. For real.
But see, it's not. It makes it worse when a person knows that you're great or you're better than them at what you do, and they keep coming at you,
right,
to knock you down, so you can make a decision on leaving your job. So you want to make my job hard.
Well, they trying it
because you're in a position over top of me, and since you're in a position on top, you want to make it hard for me because you know my work ethic and everything can put me in a position of taking your position.
Yeah.
That just don't make sense to me.
All right. It's 4:00. 4:00, baby. You know what I mean? When the clock strike 4, it's a wrap. But listen, once again, man, I want to thank you for no doubt. And I just want to thank you for calling in. And my man with the last number 7451, I want to thank him for calling in also.
Thank you for calling in, but next time say bye, man.
90 seconds.
No, it ain't all his fault. Everything good. It's all good. But look, I'm gonna holler at you later, man. Have a good night. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Right,
hopefully.
All right, much love, bro.
All right. All right. So that's how it goes. Let's do these birthday shout outs.
60 seconds.
Let's do these birthday shout outs and then we're gonna get on up out of here. And that's how it goes. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious October 14th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them, making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. No U-Turns Tribune. Happy birthday to you. And also Fatima Hall. Happy birthday to you. And Sharon McTyson. Happy birthday. And Stephanie Lee. And also Jamie Crowley. And Jolie Dijen. And Reg Noble. Happy birthday to you. And Dana Woods Hill. Happy birthday. And Dorothy Malone. Happy birthday. And Sandra Yvette. And Go get a Ticey Cooper. Happy birthday to you, ma. And my girl, Robin Cooper. Happy birthday to you. Yo, y'all got to see this. All right, so Robin Cooper. Damn, right. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a picture of it, and then I'm gonna show y'all the picture of it. All right, so this is my friend Robin Cooper, and this picture is all the way from 1991. Y'all see that shit? That was the God back in 1991. So that was my good friend. We was never together. We never hooked up or nothing like that, but that was my homie. And it's funny, when her birthday pops up every year, they have that picture there. And I'm like, well, why? Now, she saved that picture. And when we first saw each other on Facebook, she posted that picture. She said, I used to have the biggest crush on you. And I'm like, anyway, happy birthday to you, Robin. And also Danielle Donovan Brewer and Ronnie K. Fresh Allen. Go get a Ronnie K. Fresh Allen. Happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious October 14th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, yeah, universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, to rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, go hard, go for yours, and remember, they might think that they better than you. Yeah, because that's just some things people do. Your crew has to reinforce the pride. And yes, you got to feel that pride inside. You got to know that the skills of what's going to pay your bills. And you don't think they will, but they will. And they do. So you got to act like you know and act like you knew. Yeah. You do the best you can. If you fall down, then you got to take a stand another day. Pick yourself off of the ground because you the only one that's inside your body you going to be around. And if you choose to lose, then that's on you, my dude. Don't get mad at the one who chose another way to be another bros. You got to act like you're going to move when they froze. Yo, you be the best man that you could be, or the best lady. Yo, it ain't no if, ands, or maybes. You must be crazy to think that you gonna be out here, people thinking that your butt don't stink. Well. I mean, there are a lot of ways to swing this thing, man. I tell you, when somebody thinks that they're better than you and they really openly express that, yeah, it could take you down a negative road. It could take you down a negative road and make you feel some kind of way. And it can be one of those things that can turn a once friendship into a we ain't cool no more. And it's sad that it has to be that way, but sometimes it has to be that way. Sometimes the choice is not yours about or of how things are going to play out in your life, in your world, as far as people treating you with the respect that you deserve just for being who you are, just for being a decent person. Sometimes people project the way that they look at life or the things that they need that they may not have gotten. Sometimes they project that on you. So you get caught in the crossfire of people's negative emotions. Well, it happens, my dude. It happens, my dude. But what are you going to do about it going forward? Huh? It's going to be all right. One way or another, it's going to be all right. So, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night with another Daily Go Getimism show. So make sure y'all come on through. I hope y'all enjoyed listening to the show tonight as much as I enjoyed broadcasting it. And we gwine be back. We're gwine be back. You think we're not when we are? Yes, we are. All right. So make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. You know what I mean? Don't be a hater all the time. You know, take some time out and stop hating, son. Stop hating, son. All right. So, Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Hold on. I can take off my uniform because it's time to clock out. Yeah. Everything good. Let me take your uniform off for you. Yeah, I know. It was heavy. But we good. Give the last shout outs. Richard Ramirez. This dude took the serial murderer, Richard Ramirez, and named himself that. That is crazy. Josh. Mr. Bongsters, King Mufasa, Idiotic Genius, Rachel, Kermit. Thank you all. And Shizzy. Shizzy says you look like LeBron James without a beard. But I got a beard. All right. So we out of here, man. Peace.